In this screencasting, number 1 of 3, we're describing how to put ebooks, how to put textbooks, how to put the printed material in front of your end user, in front of your student in the classroom, and keep budgets down. CreateSpace is that backdoor at Amazon.com. I'm John in Phoenix. I point out copyright schmoppyright because I want you to please share this material with all who care to see it. I left down at the bottom corner there the prepared for fall term intentionally. It comes from other presentations that I do, but here's my point, that as you prepare these materials, you can certainly set your own calendar every July, every August, every June. Re-edit your work, change a few words here and there as you wish. The new edition for the fall term is entirely at your discretion. No one else to tell you to do it or not. So in the upcoming 5 slides, we'll discuss 3 topics. The basic concept is, can it really be true? Yes, it is. Truly published with 2 PDF files. The PDF of the cover means that you've reduced your work, your artwork, your magic nephew, that smart little 17-year-old whippersnapper, or your niece who did all that artwork for you and produced a pretty cover, saved it into a PDF. That's number 1 of 2. The other one, of course, far more complex in your domain, is the guts of your book. The ebook genuinely does auto-convert. I'm a lover of the golden era to come of ebooks. I'll date myself when I say golden era of Hollywood using the word wonderment. I really believe in what the ebook folks are up to. They're making these magical embedded and linked things of audio and video, etc. I do want my fellow authors to understand that the auto-conversion of print to ebook is entirely sufficient for what you need. Go try it. It costs you nothing to try it. And royalties en route, that's my ha-ha of the day. It's true, of course. You're earning your royalties around the world 12 time zones away. And they convert for you. Guess what? Never even a paper check. It shows up electronically, converted to US dollars, in your account, end of every month. Thinking of those who wish to be supportive of, for example, community college administrations trying to keep the textbook total outlay down. The money spent at the student level is a huge benefit of this business model right here. The worldwide distribution is the qualitative side of that. We'll talk more in a moment. But the work that I've produced here, you're looking at a work in process, but the work in process to be published at Amazon.com is to give les liaisons dangereuses, to give dangerous liaisons to the French learning world. And that's by the way, a stage production that's produced everywhere. There's a sub-market for me, the actors that want to learn French. The simplicity of it is tremendous. And here comes every author's favorite friend. We call it public domain. I was enrolled in computer-aided drafting, CAD, AutoCAD. And that's how I simply pulled this painting from the middle 1800s into a modern setting. You see it. Simple, goodness gracious. Of course I could do it better, but it works. The cover design is something you might just enjoy passing along to your 19-year-old niece or your 17-year-old nephew or your 21-year-old sharp and upcoming. The graphic design world is, again, hugely valuable, but many of us have family members that we forget to think of. The cover is, of course, one of those 2 magical PDF files that we described earlier. So let's do a look inside on my work in process. Noting, please, the look inside, that's literally an Amazon term, but the look inside you caught in that previous slide. It was a triangle upper right corner. Upper right, look inside. Everyone should be using that tool. This is the inside of my project. Letter coming from La Marquise de Merteuil. She, of course, is chewing out her former boyfriend, the Vicomte de Valmont. and she's writing to him at that chateau that is never named in the original work, so we call it Le Chateau de blank blank blank. And she uses, of course, the most, not graphic, it's just cute language. Fripon, fripon, vous me cajolez. You are cajoling me, you are putting me on. So once you get that interior hammered out, that's it. PDF file 2 of 2. And you'll be happy to know that there are not any more graphics. I'm moving on to point number 2 of 3, whereby my point number 2 says that, yeah, the ebook comes, of course, from your print book. What else would you, the author, want? The material is to be presented in the same or similar way. Pardon me, that's probably the wrong word to say in the same way, because an ebook screen is different, but the content being king, comes from your PDF file as well. The autoconversion software, as I've mentioned earlier, is not the whiz-bang of the up-and-coming ebook world, but thoroughly sufficient to do the job. I'll point out a quick little goof that I had. Well, sent through a crime scene. I published a book on Jodi Arias, the murder trial here in Phoenix, and the crime scene was the only graphic in my whole book. Well, it came out very bad in the ebook version. Why? It was multiple objects within the PDF file. It came from multiple objects within the doc file. That's DOCX, docx file inside of Word. And coming from multiple objects, it didn't come through clean. Well, what will I do when I get around to it? I'll republish with a JPEG. I'll simply make that a JPEG image, a photo image, and avoid letting it get broken up the way it got broken up in my first publishing of, again, the crime scene. The bathtub is sitting on the wrong side of the page, and the victim's body is in the wrong location. Third point of 3, trying to get that quantitative to tie up with our qualitative minds, the qualitative being the worldwide aspect of all this. When you publish at Amazon.com nowadays, by the way, the India market got its own IN, .in, it's simply that Amazon.in. Try it on your own computer, you'll see it. You'll be priced in rupees, and the .uk, the .fr for France, .de for Deutschland for Germany. That's the qualitative side. On the quantitative side, the mathematics is 67%. It is real. They are genuinely paying 67%, so just here's some quick math. 1,000 units at 20 bucks. 1,000 units, 1,000 of your books, 1,000 textbooks at 20 bucks. At 67%, aren't you up in the $14,000 bracket of profit? And at the 33% range, which I think you'll find the print version gravitating toward, downward toward 33%. But that's the universal and the democratic, as it were, method, not fussing and fighting over the percentages with your publisher. It's set up for everyone. Then the adoption rate, how many schools are going to use your product, that still remains a marketing job, perhaps a separate job, and hey, there's a growth industry trying to happen right there, the marketing of the books into the classroom without tying that job to the printing of same. Recapping then that the simplicity of 2 PDF files is the essence of the job. In my next of 3 videos, meaning I'm intending 3 videos on this go-round, I'll show the mechanics of that, whereby we'll go inside the Kindle and the Amazon website. They are slightly separate, by the way, still, because the ebook publishing side feels just a bit different when you start seeing the screens that I'll show you in the next video. The ebook auto conversion is just that, automatic, and money coming in rupees. We talked qualitative and quantitative, meaning we do enjoy seeing the high percentages, and the qualitative analysis says that you can now spend your efforts toward the quality of your own product rather than negotiating back and forth with the publishers. There you have it. Voila.